All right, these are practice tips for your new assignment this week on Scale Waltz, page 132. So we've learned about an 8-note scale instead of just a 5-note scale, because we only have 5 fingers and we have 8 notes. We need to find 3 more. So what your right hand's going to do is it's going to play up to the 3rd finger, and then you're just going to tuck that thumb under, and then he'll be on F, and then you have enough notes to get all the way to the top. Now, the first 6 measures of this piece just plays each note of the scale for 3 counts. Stick my thumb under F, 2, 3, G, I'm crescendoing, and I get to A, and then when I get to this B, I'm not going to hold it for 3 counts. It's going to be 1 count, and then I'm going to come down back to my thumb and play the 5 notes in a row, and they're going to be 8th notes. So let's do this about at 80. Let's practice measure 7, which is the B, and then the F, go down to the F and go up to the C. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, and hold 2. So do a quarter, then 4/8 notes, and a dotted half note. So let's start on the B. 1, 2, 3. B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2 again. Ready? On B, 2, 3. B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. All right. Now we're going to do the same scale coming down, 3 counts for every one of these notes. And when I get to the thumb, I still need 3 fingers, so I'm going to put the 3 over. And every one of those is a long dotted half note. And now we're doing the little extra fancy ending. I'm going to play a D for a quarter note, go up to this G, and do 5 notes in a row. So D, 5 notes, and then we have a little retardando. So let's just do this. I won't put the metronome on. So let's start on measure 9. So my right hand goes 1, 2, 3, B, down the scale, hold 2, 3, hold 2, 3, hold 2, cross the 3 over, and here's the little fancy 1, 8 notes, slow down and get soft. So at the end we're going to, and then you have a repeat with an 8/VA. Repeat playing the right hand 8/VA. So I'm going to jump up, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, thumb under, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe you can't see this. Here's my B, thumb on F, 5 notes going up, lift up and play C again, 1, 2, 3, stepping down, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, my thumb's on F, 1, now cross the 3rd finger, and play D, and back to the G, slow down, get soft. Now, hopefully you've noticed that in your left hand, you're going to play your thumb on G for every single measure. So my right hand plays on count 1, and then my left hand plays 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So they take turns. So I'm going to just play all the right hand that we already learned, and I'm going to play the G and not the bottom notes, because we're going to add a 5th and a 6th. We'll do that next. So start on C and G. 1, 2, and you notice how it says mezzo forte by the middle C, and then it has a piano written by the G. So when you have music, you always have a melody, and then you have the harmony. So here's my melody, and this is my harmony. So you want to bring out the melody more than the harmony. So that's why they put a mezzo forte and then a soft, because we don't want to hear it. Okay? So we're just going to do only the G in the left hand and all the right hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, and play on 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's just the same. I forgot to put my thumb under. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Stick your thumb under the F. G. And then my left hand takes a break while my right hand plays. And then he plays a half note G. And then my right hand does the same thing. The scale going down with all these G's. Here's my F, cross over my third finger, and then I've got to play G with a half note in my left hand while he plays all the fancy stuff in the right hand. 2, 7, 1, and then he plays G again. So these are all the intervals my left hand is using. The first one in measure 1 is a fifth. And then my little finger goes down. Remember our sixth sense piece that we did? You go down to the sixth, and then you come back to the fifth. And I'm keeping my G, and now I'm going to play a second. So remember what we learned in class today. As long as I have a G and an F, actually this is a G7 chord, right? Now I'm going to have G and E, and back to the G7 chord. And then my right hand plays by itself. And then I have a third. And then the next line starts over just like the first. It's a fifth, then it's a sixth. Now I'm going to go right to that tiny G7 chord, and then a third. And then I'm going to have a fourth. This is our first fourth that we've had in the left hand on measure 13. So make sure you play G and D. And then we're back to a fifth, and then just like the sixth sense, go down to the sixth and lift up, and then wait till after the C, and then you play your third. So we'll put that all together now. So right hand's loud, play a fifth, play a D, play a sixth, E, back to fifth, get that thumb under, F, here's my two notes by each other, G, do a third, second, and the loudest, and then 5 notes going up and 1, then tiny chord. The right hand plays starts on C, fifth, play B, here's the sixth, go down. Now I'm going to do that 5, 7, the G7. Here's my third, here's my F, and my only fourth right here. Then the E, fifth, crossed over, and then I have to play together, lift up, and 1, 2, and then you repeat while your right hand's up here. Now I think the hardest measure will probably be measure 15 at the end. That whole bottom line. Maybe it would be a good idea to learn that line first and then work your way back, because F, E, then you've got to play together, and this is the only place you've played your hands together in this piece, which is what will make it tricky. Together, and then not together. I don't know if that'll be tricky, but make sure that's the one spot where all your hands play together. Okay?